everyone, I'm Kevin Busza with Profound Technologies here with John McDonald, Regional Account Manager from Planar. And John, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me in.
Welcome.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on here. I see transparent OLEDs. I see video walls of different sizes and shapes. We're at the Philadelphia showroom for Planar. And John, what is it that people are so excited to see when they come here? What do you like to show off?
Well, I think the key differentiator that Planar has are these showrooms across the country. There's 13 of them that we've invested our time, effort, and money in to provide a tangible experience for the end user, the person making that investment, so that they can actually see, feel, touch, and experience what they're going to put those investment dollars towards.
I agree. Now, we see in the other room over there is a wall that shows variable pixel pitches.
Correct.
I think that's a really neat tool. How do people kind of process that when they're trying to make their selection on what the right LED pixel pitch is for them?
It's the strongest tool that I think we have in the showroom, in the sense that you can talk about pixel pitch, which is a number to the client, but to be able to come here and see what the difference is between a 0.9 or a 2.5 and what the distance that you need to be at to have that visual acuity to where the screen door effect fades away mentally, it is very strong. It has allowed people to save money by going to a higher pixel pitch, and it has made people decide that we need to have something at a lower pixel pitch because of where our content and where our clientele are to that wall.
I agree. It's a great tool, and just thinking about pixel pitch, that's the density of the pixels on the actual panel. We at Profound will make recommendations based on industry standard, but we'd like to bring our customers here to take a look and make that decision for themselves. There are a few different platforms we have here, TVF, MGP, Direct Light Ultra. Can you kind of put us into a context there of how the series have developed? What's the top of the line? Maybe what differentiates on a couple of those platforms?
Sure, absolutely. Our entry-level product line is our MGP, and that just allows people that may not have the budget of some of the larger corporations or institutions to have these grand video walls to start that process, right, and have that experience in their environment itself. Our flagship and enterprise products, the Direct Light Pro and the Direct Light Ultra, both of those carry our EverCare warranty, which is for the entire production run of that entire series, plus an additional 5-year warranty. So both of those lines right now, range about 8 or 9 years of warranty on the product. It definitely is defining differentiator for Planar in the industry, where most of the competition has a 2 or 3 year warranty at best.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. We see and we observe there's a lot of, and we refer to as kind of container LED companies, manufacturers that might be in Asia and just ship their product here and don't have the domestic support. And I know a lot of times their warranty for those type of applications is 2.5 to maybe 3 years. What is the competition for offering the extent of the warranty that you have? 9 years is remarkable. Is there anyone else that comes close?
Not to my knowledge. Now, and I'm not familiar with everyone out there, but for all of the key competitors that we face on a day-to-day basis, I'm not aware of them having anything even relatively close for those lines.
I agree. That's what I observe. So one of the things we're seeing, just to change gears a little bit, is the massive growth in interest in LED video walls. We see that a lot at Profound Technologies, people commonly calling in, probably every other week looking for them. It is been something that stands out. What do you see as far as market trends or whatever else might be driving this apparent interest in doing LED video walls?
So I think it's dual-fold. As the pixel pitch decreases in size, right now we actually offer a 0.6, which rivals LED as an overall pixel pitch size.
Sure.
So as they're developed, the prices of the higher pixel pitches get pressed down, right? So as they come down, the overall size and image of a wall that, let's say, they previously would have had a projector and a screen for is comparatively closed. And if you take into account that the LED wall has 100,000 hour lifespan versus a projector, even a laser projector's 50,000 hour lifespan, it's doubling that investment time frame.
Yeah, that's what I see is the cost curve is really driving down the overall cost for the LED walls, making them more accessible.
Right.
So we're talking a lot about LED walls, and in our tour today, that's where I highlighted a lot. But Planar also is a manufacturer of LCD displays. whether it's the VM series or other LCD options. Can you talk a little bit about those options?
Sure. We have two different series. We have our Clarity series, which you can see behind us, actually. And the advantage to that series is that it has a remote power supply. The power supply itself lives in a rack itself, and the 48 volts is just transmitted over a 10-2 wire to the wall itself. One of the biggest failures for LCD components or displays is that power supply. So what that allows the integrators and also the end users not to experience is the disruption of having somebody come in, take the entire display down to disassemble it, to replace the power supply to put it back up. A service technician would be able to come into that rack room, pull the power supply out, and then slide one in and be in and out of this space within 10 minutes and have the wall back up and running. That also allows us mounted closer to the wall, which makes it ADA compliant. We have another series, the VM series, which is a local power supply, but with the standard mount, that comes off the wall probably closer to 7 inches, which is not ADA compliant.
Okay. And so we just talked about LCD video wall panels, and I do think it's remarkable when someone's not quite ready to make the investment in LED. The VM series, the Clarity series is pretty economical relative to the dollars for an LED wall. But then just looking at LCD displays, whether it's the Ultra-Res series or the Ultra-Res wide angled series, we also have that quad view capability. Mm-hmm. Those seem pretty popular for commercial customers, particularly looking for something larger with ruggedized glass and the quad view on the one series of display. Can you talk to us about that series of display and what kind of popularity you see for it and its applications?
Sure. So the URX and the URP series both have that quad view in the larger sizes, the 85s and the 98 or 100 in the URP series. We do have ERO Touch available on those models as well. And the difference between our protective covering and some of our competitors is that we actually use a silicon bond directly onto the glass. There's no air gap in between the two, and it's a capacitive touch. So the accuracy is pinpoint.
Yeah, I know our customers really enjoy that series and being able to do what I sometimes refer to as kind of a poor man's video wall. When you get a 100-inch display that has the quad view capability, mm-hmm. You can use that in small security operation centers or areas where it's important to have multi-source viewing. Again, it has a quad view capability, and you basically eliminate some of the added costs of doing that with LED panels, for example. Let's talk about Planar as a company. Domestic company, largest manufacturer, I guess, in the United States for video wall panels. Can you tell me a little bit of the differentiators of Planar as a company?
So 41 years, based in Oregon, Hillsboro, Oregon, and we focus strictly on display technology. We have a lot of our competitors that also manufacture and focus in on appliances and dishwashers and vacuums, right? That's not a competency of ours, nor do we want to play in that arena. We focus strictly on display technology, and all of our research and efforts go directly towards that. We also, again, these showrooms are a differentiator for Planar, and each one of these showrooms and each territory come with local service and local design experts, right? So we can have those one-on-ones with all of the integrators that are supplying those designs to their clients at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like that. I like that Planar offers the factory installation support, and then also offers EverCare and Planar Care. Those seem to be pretty big differentiators.
Since you brought up Planar Care, it is a unique service by Planar in the sense that it is proactively scheduled by Planar to do the services and the maintenances on the video walls that we've installed. So if I actually start from the installation process, we are on every install for every wall that we have in some capacity, and we will do the final commissioning for that wall. And then we will come back 90 days later to make sure it is still pixel perfect in case there are any anomalies that occur over those first 90 days and the burn-in period that we call it for the initial use of the wall. Then we afford the end user to have both a service call and a maintenance call on that wall at no additional charge for 3 years. And that actually ensures that your investment is running optimally at that point.
Great. Yeah, well, this has been great coming into the showroom today, and thanks for sitting down with me. I think we covered a lot, and I hope you've enjoyed sitting here with me and John and kind of going through what makes Planar different. Thanks so much, John.
Thanks. I appreciate the time.
Yeah.